And boys, we are back here with another Madden video. Today, what I got for y'all is giving you guys 10 of my must-have players. Before we get into today's video, I do want to talk about our sponsor real quick, MMOEXP.com. If you guys want an alternative to buying packs, consider buying coins at MMOEXP and make sure to use code DILLA at checkout for 5% off your order. Now, I'm really excited for today because this is the first time in a while when we have an equal 5 offense, 5 defensive players. And at the same time as well, how I like to do these videos before we get into the cards, we're not going to have the insanely expensive cards. We are actually going to talk about them, which might not make sense right now, but I think it'll make sense in a second. And with that being said, let's go over to the offense side of the ball where we're going to get started at quarterback. And at quarterback, in my opinion, the best quarterback is Josh Allen. Now, this card, we just talked about it. We're not going to talk about the crazy expensive cards, the ones that are going for like 2 mil, right? And we aren't, because I think at the same time, you don't even need to run this Josh Allen. The difference between the 97 Josh Allen and the 96 Josh Allen is 1 AP. Do I think that is worth 1.3 mil? No. So in my opinion, I would just say the 96 Josh Allen, run him. It's like a speed point. It's not the end of the deal. It's 1 AP, and we'll talk about his stack, but he's 94 speed, 96 acceleration with great throw power. Also lower 3/4 too, one of the better releases in the game, and also at the same time too, abilities, big part of why we're running him. So let's go over the stack that I run. I would recommend the backyard quarterback, the gunslinger, that is 2 AP right there. You can go set feet lead now for 7 and then go conductor for 2, that's 9, and then gift wrap for 10. That is a stack people like to run, or you can just not run the set feet lead and run that 5 AP stack of backyard quarterback, gunslinger, conductor, and gift wrap. I don't think you need set feet lead, but some people do want to run it, so I did want to cover that. But yeah, I think he gets like one of the best stacks, great mobility, great throw power, great release. I just think again, it's 1 AP, it would be 9 AP, or it would be 4 AP on the 97 Josh. And yeah, I think the 96 Josh Allen, I think he's great value in the game. Now we're going to go ahead and go to running back right here, which for a while, man, we have not had a running back, and the running back, similar to the quarterback, is going to be another honors card where we can talk about Saquon Barkley. I'm not saying to spend 3 mil on this card. I'm actually want to talk about the 96 honors card right here that's going for 540, who is substantially cheaper. This is still, like, I would say a slightly expensive card, but still think he's one of the best running backs in the game. Let's talk about it. So 97 speed, 1 less speed than the LTD, of course. Good carry, juke, spin, trucking, break tackle, good receiving back as well. The reason why I like the card again is to do with abilities, and I like the things he can get for 0. So he gets 2 of these buckets. Human joystick for 0, awesome, love that. Also, I do like the matchup nightmare or goal line back, or even bulldozer for 0 as well. Think that's all great. Those are all things that I would recommend running on him. Love this Saquon Barkley card. And at the 96 overall, getting 2 0 AP abilities on your running back, love this. Think he is still one of the best running backs in the game because of that. And now we're going to go ahead and go to a singular receiver right here. Now, I do think there are some that are great, like AJ Green. I think is great from a core rating standpoint. I like Devontae Smith as well. The receiver that I'm going to say is going to be Reggie Wayne. Now, I have a specific reason why I have Reggie Wayne here, and he's 6 foot, 198, 96 speed, 96 acceleration with 90s across the board for route running. But again, the reason why he's here, abilities, going for 300K as well. Now, I would recommend upgrading this card. That's really the reason why he's here, and he would be 97 speed. And I want to talk about the rack him up for 2 AP. So defenses that are catching on right here that I've been seeing quite a lot of people run, some people are manually pressing receivers with bottleneck and running press man across the board. I think getting receivers that have the X factor abilities like rack him up or double me, they can insta beat the man press, but I will say too, they will not insta beat the user man press with bottleneck. I hope that makes sense. That's why I think getting a ton of these guys, and why I said Devontae Smith is an honorable mention, getting these receivers that get these X factors that can do good against the bottlenecks that aren't user pressed, very, very important. And I think you're going to want these guys. So that's why Reggie Wayne is here. Just the effectiveness of rack 'em up versus the bottleneck that isn't user pressed. Okay, I'm going to emphasize that bottleneck with bench press and also user pressing can throw like receivers on the ground every play. And yeah, like I said, that's why he's here. Just getting that X factor to deal with another X factor on defense. I think that gives Reggie Wayne a ton of value. Now we're going to go ahead and go to the tight end position right here, where this is just a card that usually I hate his cards. Travis Kelce, man. Love his card. And like, it's weird because he's 6'5", 250. A lot of times you want tight ends under 245, but this card has been phenomenal for me. And I will say I do run Chiefs team. He is up to 96 speed, just any team though. But again, I don't think it's the Chiefs team. It's like how this card moves, man. Like usually the cards over 245, they don't move, but this card, I love him, man. And again, he has great route runnings. And at the same time as well, I really am valuing right now on the tight end, and why I don't like running set feet lead on my quarterback. I want short and elite on my tight end and some of the receivers too. This is like a guaranteed man beater for the tight end. Love it. So yeah, really highly recommended short and lead on the tight end, and Travis Kelce gets that for 1. He absolutely fries the man coverage if you do play it. Now for our last piece on offense right here, it's gonna be an offensive lineman, and I don't remember the last time we've had one of these, and I went to the wrong tackle spot. My bad. It's a left tackle. It's gonna be Chris Hinton. This card is absolutely insane, and again, it's kind of getting to the point, if you guys played last year, the core ratings really aren't starting to matter anymore. It's really abilities versus abilities at this point with all the discounts we are getting, and Chris Hinton gets a crazy stack. Well, let's look at this right here. So first off, Edge Pro and all day for 0 AP. That does a great job versus the unstoppable forces, versus the double or nothing edge threats, versus just regular double or nothing, versus regular edge threat. Great right there. So that's solid right there. You shouldn't get insta-shedded with that stack. Now, on top of that, he gets Omniscient for 1 AP. Omniscient is Identifier and Threat Detector comboed together. This is insane, man. Omniscient for 1 AP is absolutely crazy. That's why Chris Hinton is here. I think he's one of the best cards in the game because of that. And yeah, those are my 5 offensive cards. Let's move over to defense, where we are going to have a defensive lineman. And my favorite in the game is George Karlaftis. This card is 6'4", 263 with 90 speed, 97 acceleration, great power moves, a little bit lower finesse moves, would like to hit 90, but great block shed, impact blocking, also all 3 pass rush traits on yes. But George Karlaftis is of course about his abilities again, and he can get the 4 AP unstoppable force. I know a lot of people like to run that. What I like to run the card is the edge threat for 0, and then on top of that I go the double or nothing for 1 AP. For me, I've had more success insta shedding linemen without the pass protectors or edge protectors with that. So yeah, that's why I like George Karlaftis. Love that ability stack on him. And after George Karlaftis, I'm gonna have another card. This is a personal favorite Dill card right here. Now, I think most people would not say this is a must-have player, but he has been my best pass rusher. I love the pink Von Miller. I love this card. And if you are willing to spend 4 AP on Unstoppable Force, hear me out. Spend 4 AP on this card, try him out, because again, like I was saying, I like the down edge threat more than Unstoppable Force. I might be crazy, but I've noticed it more than that. And this card is 95 speed, 93 acceleration with 97 finesse moves, 92 power moves, great block shed, great impact blocking, even can drop into a zone with 85, but has every trait you would want on yes. And this stack right here I think is nuts, even for 4 AP. If you want to run pass rush abilities and you're running the Unstoppable Force, you're already trying to spend 4 AP. This stack is pretty nuts. So Relentless is a built-on X Factor. Their rush attempts are free. They won't use pass rush points, right? And on top of that, again, now we gotta scroll down again, but on top of that, he gets double or nothing, pick artist, run stopper, El Toro, strip specialist, edge threat elite, all for 4 AP. I think that's a nasty stack, and I love this card. Him and Karlaftis are my favorite rushers. I may be a little bit more biased towards this Von Miller card. I consider DeMarcus Ware here too, because again, if you want to run the Unstoppable Force, DeMarcus Ware is here for you, but for me, love this Von Miller card. I went Von over DeMarcus Ware. And now after that, we are going to be covering a middle linebacker right here that is just utterly ridiculous. It's going to be Ray Nitschke, and he is 6'3", 235, 95 speed, 91 acceleration with 95 change of direction. Again, beastly pass rush, so if you did want to use them like that, you definitely could. Also 97 block shed, 98 impact blocking with 95 zone. Big hitter trait on yes, play ball and air aggressive, which is rare for linebackers, but the big thing, his ability stack again is pretty nuts, because he can go ahead and get mid zone knockout for 0, and he can get the lurk artist for 0 AP. Really the only abilities you do need on the linebacker. Gets them both for 0. I mean, again, kind of ridiculous, right? Now after that though, we're going to cover 2 corners, and then that's going to be our top 10. Now, I will say I kind of want to give an honorable mention to Mel Blount and Tariq Woolen and Patrick Surtain. I really do like these corner cards, but I think the top 2 are better and more of a difference maker. And Cooper DeJean, it's the price for me, the 2.3 mil, why he's not here. And honorable mention to Jalen Watson as well. But our first corner is going to be Herb Adderley. Herb Adderley right here, 6'1", can be up to 97 speed, 94 acceleration, 93 agility, 97 change direction, 90 man, 95 zone, 95 press, and also big hitter, play ball and air aggressive. We like that. And Herb Adderley is a card that, again, gets some pretty nasty abilities where you can run the press man bottleneck with him if you did want to do that. Him and also Jalen Watson both get the bottlenecks. You can do that. But as a zone coverage defender, I think he's the best slot corner in the game, because he can get the flat zone knockout for 0, he can get the mid zone knockout for 1, and he can also get pick artist for 0. I think that's like the dream combo on a slot corner. So yeah, Love that Herb Adderley card for that. And rounding out our list right here is still going to be Deion Sanders. This is a card that with the upgrade will be 97 speed, 96 acceleration, 95 agility, 95 change direction with great man, great zone. Don't press the card. This card does have the play ball near aggressive as well. And the reason why Deion Sanders is here, of course, is getting that universal coverage for 3 AP. That is every single zone knockout, every man knockout, reaction time, everything. Love that. And getting that for 3 AP, especially with the AP increase, super runnable. I think it's very easy to run. And on top of that, pick artist 0 AP. So yeah, boys, this has been my updated must-have players in Madden 25 Ultimate Team. Let me know your guys' thoughts down below in the comments. Let me know if I left anyone off the list that you think should be on it. But hopefully you guys did enjoy the YouTube video today, man. If you did, make sure to leave a like and subscribe for more Madden 25 Ultimate Team content just like this. Now, if you guys do want to go to me, use these cards live on stream. Have been streaming on both YouTube and Twitch. Watching YouTube, make sure to leave a like, subscribe, hit that noti bell as well. You'll be notified every time I upload or go live here. Or if you guys want to watch on the Twitch, check the links in the description. Hit that Twitch with the follow. But if you guys do want another video to watch, check out this one right here.